What is going on YouTube? This is your boy Sam from Team Samurai X1 here. Happy Sunday. Today I am coming at you with the brand new Cyber Dragon deck profile for the Master Rule 5 format. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. No, it is not the trap version. Do not worry. Recently, I've been working on Cyber Dragons, and it's been super fun with the brand new support that we got out of Duel Overload. Super fun deck, guys, and it's also very competitive as well, especially going second. Going second, you can easily OTK with this deck, which is what I'm really excited about the most when it comes to Cyber Dragon. Quick OTKs, and I'll showcase you guys some cool combos at the end of the video for you guys to check out as well on some of the ways you guys can utilize this deck and combo off for the Master Rule 5 format. For those of you here on the channel for the very first time, welcome to the channel. My name is Sam from Team Samurai X1. What's up? Make sure you guys click on the subscribe button. Make sure you guys turn your notification bell to get notified on each time I upload videos. They'll be absolutely amazing. And as always, smash the thumbs up button. Break it this way, break it again for more awesome deck profiles. If you guys have any deck profile requests, leave it in the comment section below, guys. And today is May 3rd, which is the last and final day to get your Volcanic Impact playmat. Once it's gone forever. Today is the last day. I repeat, today is the last day, okay? Usually when I drop limited edition playmats and it's gone, you guys have been emailing me to bring it back. I just want to let you guys know that today is the last day to ever get this playmat. So get it today, hit the link down below. All right, guys, don't waste any more of your time. Without further ado, let's get started with the brand new Cyber Dragon deck profile for the Master Rule 5 format. Let's do it. Alright guys, here it is, the Cyber Dragon deck profile for the Master Rule 5 format. Start with the monster real quick, gonna play of course the boy himself, Triple Cyber Dragon. I'm pretty sure you guys already know that 2-card combo already with Core and Machine Dupe, but Triple Cyber Dragon is absolutely mandatory to play in this specific variation of Cyber Dragon. Really good card going second, it's a free summon, also at the same time, contact defusing monsters on the field, and that's in the extra monster zone to make cards like Chimera Tech Mega Fleet is also really important as well. Against decks like Salmon Greats, Cyber Dragon becomes really awesome because you can easily fusion summon into a Chimera Tech Mega Fleet by setting cards like Sunlight Wolf and also Balinks to the graveyard, which is absolutely important, right? So Triple Cyber Dragon, absolutely mandatory to play in this deck. It's also really awesome for OTKs. Next off, the best Cyber Dragon monster in the deck is Triple Core, hands down. This is the card that starts off all your combo plays. Usually when Core resolves, you're more than likely just going to win that game, and its secondary ability to banish itself from the graveyard to special summon any Cyber Dragon monster directly from the deck is absolutely crucial. So on summon, this card searches all your Cyber Dragon spell and trap cards and directly from your deck to your hand. It also has a really amazing graveyard ability as well. So Triple Core, absolute mandatory, and it's one of the best recovery plays for the deck as well. So triple copies Cyber Dragon Core. Next off, you'll play a triple Cyber Dragon Hers. This card recycles your Cyber Dragons directly from your graveyard to your hand, and also at the same time searches your Cyber Dragon directly from your deck to your hand. And you guys all know with Cyber Dragons, all these smaller Cyber Dragon monsters are considered as Cyber Dragon on the field and in the graveyard. So if Hers gets sent to the graveyard, you can add Cyber Dragon or Cyber Dragon Core or Cyber Dragon Naxter from your graveyard to your hand. The only time that it has to be specifically Cyber Dragon is when you are searching Cyber Dragon directly from your deck. But if you want to recycle cards from your graveyard to your hand, you can basically add back any Cyber Dragon monster that's in your graveyard. And that includes basically all the Cyber Dragon and babies and Cyber Dragon itself while they're in the graveyard, right? So triple copies of Hers, really awesome. Gets your resources back to your hand, and also at the same time, there's a combo where you can easily use this card and a couple cards to actually OTK your opponent for 13,000 damage. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. So triple Cyber Dragon Hers. Next off, you're playing, of course, triple Cyber Dragon Naxter. This deck is OTK. Combo oriented deck, so you want to maximize yourself on actually seeing your combo pieces in your hand, and Cyber Dragon Naxter and also Hers in your opening hand is a very great 2-card OTK, right? But like I said, there's a OTK combo that I'm about to showcase you guys near the end of the video where you guys can easily just do 13,000 damage with the new support that we've recently gotten out of Duel Overload, and it's just really awesome because it recycles, and this card is really awesome during mid and late game as well. Recur back cards like Nova and also Infinity from the graveyard. It's essentially a free Monster Reborn, which is really, really good, right? And it's also an awesome extender for the deck as well. So triple copies of Naxter, absolutely mandatory, and it's also a Machine Dupe target, right? Which is not that bad. Next off is the new addition to the deck. I'm playing 3 copies of Cyber Dragon Veer. This card is a little bit different, but the reason why you're playing this card is because this card is another extender to help make a card in your extra deck, which I'll further explain once I progress through the extra deck, of course. But this card right here, the most important application for Cyber Dragon Veer is the fact, one, it's a Cyber Dragon monster, so you can easily make Chimera Tech Mega Fleet with this card. Two, Core and Veer becomes the most important 2-card combos in this entire deck, and the reason why is because having Cyber Dragon Core and Veer in your opening hand, it prevents you from getting Ash Blossom, which is really important because most of your combos are reliant on actually your Cyber Dragon Core resolving. So if you can easily resolve Cyber Dragon Core without having to worry about Ash Blossom, Veer is your best friend, right? So you can normal core, activate effect, chain Veer. So that way your opponent can't Ash your Cyber Dragon Core, and that's the most important application. But there's a combo with this card right here who can easily put up 13,000 damage, which I'll showcase you guys at the end. And a huge shout out to Yassine for helping me with this deck list, especially with Cyber Dragon Veer. This card has become one of the most important extenders for the entire deck. So maximizing Veer for the Master Rule 5 is very essential in my personal opinion. You guys can, you know, juggle between 2 or 3 if you guys would like. It's off to personal preference, but throughout testing, I feel like 3 is just the perfect number to play in this deck, especially the 2-card combination with Core and Veer. Oh my goodness, guys, it is so good. So triple Veer, it's essentially a Call by the Grave, right? Which is really good. Next off, for your non-Cyber Dragon cards, you'll play, of course, double Galaxy Soldier. Very awesome to help make your Nova and also your Infinity on the very first turn. Another really good combo extender, especially with Cyber Dragon and hers in your opening hand, right? So double Galaxy Soldier is very important. Playing 3 copies of this card is unnecessary, so only 2 is good enough. Next off, I'm going back to my old roots, guys. I'm playing triple copies of Chaos Dragon Levianeer. This card is so good. One of the best board breaking cards while going second. If you guys have been watching the channel for a very long time, you guys all know I love incorporating this card in my peer variation of Cyber Dragon, especially for the versions at OTK. For this version, you make Rampage as quickly as possible, and Chaos Dragon Levianeer helps clear boards to make Rampage, which is really good. Cards like Chimera Tech Mega Fleet is dark. It's a free dark banish from your graveyard to summon Levianeer. It's a 3000 beat stick, which is also a level 8. Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon is a level 8. Levianeer and the Fortress Dragon helps make Dingirsu. And the really awesome thing about Dingirsu is that Naxter can revive back Dingirsu from the graveyard. This card also acts as a monster reborn as well if you banish 3 light monsters in the graveyard, which is also really important for some of your combo plays. But most importantly, Chaos Dragon Levianeer is one of the cards that actually helps extend your plays by helping you break boards piece by piece. Destroying 2 cards on your opponent's field is absolutely essential to clear boards to open up for your quick OTKs with this specific variation of Cyber Dragons. And I love this card so much. I feel like for this specific variation of Cyber Dragons, Chaos Dragon Levianeer is absolutely mandatory to play in the deck. So card is really good. It's a free banish 3 from the graveyard. Summon this card, break your opponent's board, make Rampage, attack free game. This card is so good. So triple copies of Levianeer. The fact that it's a level 8, which synergizes really well with Fortress and helps make Dingirsu, is what makes this card really important. So triple copies of this. I'm still playing 3. This card is so good. Next off for our hand traps. The hand traps, I'm loving this lineup a lot because of the versatility of it. I'm playing 3 copies of Effect Veiler. I'm playing 2 copies of DD Crow. It's also a dark for Levianeer. And last but not least, I'm playing 3 copies of Infinite Impermanence. And what do all these 3 cards have in common? They're not once per turn effects. So if you have multiple copies of these cards in your hand going second, it's not a brick because you have multiple interruptions in your hand. These cards can be activated more than once per turn, which is what makes these hand traps really awesome. Effect Veiler is probably one of the most versatile one because it's a light and it's not once per turn, so if needs be, you can always discard Effect Veiler to the graveyard to trigger off Galaxy Soldier's ability. DD Crow is really good against Eldritch, against those Needle Fiber decks that make, you know, Martial Metal Marcher. You just banish their combo pieces from the graveyard immediately so that way that they can't combo off. DD Crow is really awesome, and again, it is not once per turn, and most importantly, it's a dark for Levianeer, right? So for this specific variation of the deck, DD Crow works really well for me because it synergizes a little bit with Levianeer. But if you guys would like and don't want to play this lineup, I completely understand. You can play Gamma instead maybe, and Nibiru. Nibiru can also be a really great option as well, but I feel like these cards are just really great impactful going second cards, you know, against today's current meta. And the fact that a lot of decks are combo-centric decks, Effect Veiler, DD Crow, and also Infinite Impermanence work really well against those specific decks, especially since these cards are not once per turn, right? So Imperm, Veiler, and also DD Crow, I think it's just the perfect ratio for the hand traps for this deck. Alright guys, off to the spells, very standard, triple copies of Cyber Emergency. The wonderful thing about this card is that it got reprinted, so it's cheaper now. A lot of people can play Cyber Dragons, which is a very wonderful thing. So triple copies of Emergency. No need to further explain why you play 3. I'm a fan of playing only 1 Cyber Repair Plant. I feel like it's unnecessary to play 3 copies of this card in the deck. So 1 copy is good. Searches any of your machine monsters, searches a Galaxy Soldier, which is really important. So 1 copy of this. 1 copy of Rev System. I like this card during mid or late game, and also early game as well, especially if you're going second. It's just another extender, which helps you bring out another monster to your side of the field for quick OTKs. So Cyber Rev System is actually really nice, and it's also searchable off Core, which is really good. So late game you go Core, Rev System, revive back Naxxter, revive back Infinity. This card is just really good. It's 1 card recovery play, right? Which is really awesome. Next off for your fusions, 1 Overload Fusion, and also the 1 Cyberload Fusion. The wonderful thing about these cards right here, they are now searchable. These cards are now searchable, guys. So you guys will see in a sec in a combo on how important these 2 cards is. But basically you make Rampage Dragon with these cards, which is really awesome. So 1 Cyberload, 1 Overload, only 1 copy of each is more than enough to play in this specific variation of the deck. And last but not least, the best combo extender obviously is Triple Machine Dupe. I kind of have a love and hate relationship with this card because sometimes I open up multiple Cyber Dragons in my hand and like this card doesn't become that great, but it's still like a high risk, high reward card, you know what I mean? Like, if you activate it and it resolves, you're more likely to just win the duel. Core Machine Dupe is just 2 cards OTK, obviously, right? But triple copies of this card for this OTK variation of the deck. I'm loving this card so much. So, usually you see this card with, you know, Core, you win the duel. It works really well with Naxxter and also hers as well. So, yeah, I can't complain about Machine Dupe. This card is very amazing. Alright, guys, last but not least for the trap cards, I'm playing 2 traps only, 2 Cybernetic Overflow. Really happy this card came as an ultra rare. Had a dual overload, man. Looks super sexy. As an ultra rare for this deck. But yeah, you guys don't know what Cybernetic Overflow does. Non-targeting removal, which is really awesome. And now with the addition of Veer in the deck, you have another additional pop. So you have Veer, you have Core, Naxxter, Cyber Dragon. Before, the maximum amount of pops you can get was 3 off Overflow, but since the addition of Veer, you can get the maximum of 4 pops now, which is really amazing. So Overflow is nice, and if your opponent were to Twin Twister or MST this, you just get so much value out of Overflow, right? So 2 copies of Overflow to run off for our main deck. I feel like the main deck right now is absolutely perfect. Nothing I would change. Maybe the hand trap lineup, depending on the format that we're playing in. But I feel like the hand trap lineup for this specific variation of the deck is just perfect. So after the extra deck, double Mega Fleet. This card becomes less impactful, but against decks that still use the extra bond zone, it's still really good. Double Chimera Tech Rampage Dragon. Really awesome card right here. So good. This is the card that you're going to make the most to OTK your opponent, obviously. 2 copies because you are playing Overload Fusion. The 1 Chimera Tech Force Dragon is a level 8, which synergizes really well with Levianeer. And last but not least, I'm playing the 1 Cyber Twin Dragon for quick OTKs, right? So that's pretty much it for the Cyber Dragon fusions you're playing the deck. Next for the XCs, 1 Infinity, 1 Nova, and 1 Dingirsu. This is all the XCs that I'm playing the deck. You don't need to play 2 and 2. I feel like there's not enough extra deck space for that. You're trying to make Rampage as quickly as possible with OTK, right? But these cards can also be easily recurable from the graveyard using Naxxter, so there's no need to maximize yourself on actually playing 2 or 3 copies of these cards right here. But I felt like 1 copy of each is enough. If you guys want to play 2 of each, you guys can go ahead. But with my playstyle and the way I play the deck, I ever felt like 1 of each was just enough, right? So the Gersu is great. Naxxter can revive this card from the graveyard, which is amazing. So that's pretty much for the XCs. Off to your links. Obviously, the Cyber Dragon Seeker. This card is one of the cards that you make to OTK. Relinquish Anima. Really easy card because most of your Cyber Dragon cards are level 1s. Verti Anaconda right here. This is the card that you're going to make the most. And there's a combo with this card right here. This card makes Cyber Dragon so good, and it makes Overload Fusion super broken because it's searchable now, right? So Verti Anaconda is nice. Link Karibo, Gravity Controller, and last but not least, I'm playing the 1 Solomon Great Amirage to round off for your Link monsters. So let's go out with a combo real quick, guys. I'll showcase you guys the OTK that you can do with Verti Anaconda in your extra deck. Alright guys, welcome to the quick OTK combo that you can do with this deck real quick. So really hope you guys enjoy. Before we dive into the combo, like I mentioned earlier in the beginning of the video, today is the last and final day to get your Volcanic Impact playmat. Once it's gone, it is gone forever. So make sure you guys get it today in the link in the description box below at tx1.com. Alright guys, so combo is very simple, straightforward. There are so many different variations of combos you guys can do with this deck, but it depends on the cards that you have in your hand. Obviously, Core Machine Dupe, his OTK. I don't think I need to showcase you guys that combo. Veer, Naxxter, and also hers. Veer in any Cyber Dragon monster is already Anaconda. That's the wonderful thing about this deck. Like, you already have access to Rampage Dragon. But with the extra extender like Naxter, you can easily just do 13,000+ damage to your opponent, right? And I'll showcase you guys how. So first and foremost, what you're gonna do is that you're gonna normal summon hers, okay? Chain Veer, summon Veer, all right? Link these 2 cards to the graveyard to make Predaplant Verte Anaconda. Hers will activate its ability to search Cyber Dragon directly from your deck to your hand. You're gonna send Cyber Dragon to the graveyard, special summon Naxter, activate Naxter's ability to revive back the Cyber Dragon that's in your graveyard. Now what you're gonna do is that using Naxter and also Cyber Dragon, you link these 2 to the graveyard. You make your boy Seeger right here, activate Anaconda's ability, you pay 2,000 light points, you send your Overload Fusion to the graveyard. This card now becomes Overload Fusion, so you can activate its effect. You can of course banish 2 Cyber Dragon cards in the graveyard to summon of course Rampage, which is really nice. Now on something you can activate Rampage effect. Since you use 2 materials, you can pop 2 spell and trap cards. Now what you can do is that you can activate Rampage's ability. You can send Core and Hers to the graveyard. So now this card can attack 3 times. So now you enter battle phase, you activate Seeker's effect, you bump this card, you attack for 12,600, and Anaconda would deal an additional 500. So this total gives you 13,100 damage on the board with just these simple cards in your opening hand. And like I mentioned earlier, guys, Cyber Dragon is very flexible. There are so many surge cards in the deck, so this hand is very staple. Like you're always gonna see a hand like this. So on the board right here, this is already a total of 13,100 damage. Also at the same time, you're popping back rolls as well, right? So it's a really quick OTK that you guys can do in the deck with Verte Anaconda. This card is so good for the fact that it searches Overload Fusion and also searches Cyberload Fusion as well. Like you can activate its effect to send Cyberload Fusion to fusion summon into another Chimeric Rampage Dragon, which is really, really awesome, right? So that's pretty much it for the quick combo, guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. You know, if you guys have any questions about the deck, leave it in the comment section below. And remember, guys, today is the last day to get your Volcanic Impact playmat. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is your boy Sam from Team Sam signing out. Alright, guys. Peace.